Coming up, Donald Trump comes to Arizona. Plus, a fashion show showcasing controversial topics. The news is next.
NAZ Today, Northern Arizona's local news.
Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm Dylan Mishima.
And I'm Kayla Petkevich. Thanks for tuning in. Donald Trump visited Arizona last week.
This marks Trump's first visit since Charlie Kirk's memorial. NAZ Today's Ben Young has a story.
A rally in Phoenix this past week put Arizona's upcoming midterm elections into sharp focus, where the idea of a red wall took on both a literal and political meaning. Thousands gathered at Dream City Church for the Build the Red Wall rally, hosted by Turning Point USA and headlined by President Donald Trump. While supporters filled the venue, tensions played out outside, where protesters confronted cars waiting to enter. Inside, the focus quickly turned to November's midterm elections and what's at stake.
We are building that wall, and with your help, we're going to build the big red wall in the state of Arizona.
For some, that wall referred to immigration and border security. For others, it represented a political firewall aimed at holding back a potential Democratic blue wave.
So let me ask you, are you ready to take back our entire state in November?
With every seat in the House and a portion of the Senate up for grabs, Arizona remains at the center of a high-stakes election.
Arizona is the fulcrum of national politics. You may not know that, but it is. All the nation looks to Arizona right now.
Speakers framed the election as a pivotal moment, urging supporters to turn out and defend Republican control.
This is a cultural war, it's a political war, but in my opinion, most importantly, it is a spiritual war.
Outside the event, protesters pushed back, highlighting the political divisions surrounding this year's races. As November approaches, events like this highlight how campaign messaging is key to shaping conversations around both policy and political strategy. Ben Young, NAZ Today.
This morning at 9 a.m., APS shut off power in the northern Flagstaff area due to high wildfire risks. Extreme gusts of wind up to 60 miles per hour are predicted for the remainder of the day. High winds combined with dry terrain increase the risk of wildfires in high-risk areas. Affected areas include Doney Park, Walnut Canyon, and other surrounding areas. Power is expected to return within 24 hours of the outage. Visit outagemaps.aps.com/outage viewer for more information.
A new bill which increased the number of jobs that are classified as first responders passed and was signed into law by Governor Katie Hobbs. The bill comes after the death of AZ DPS helicopter pilot Robert Skanke, who was killed when his helicopter crashed in Flagstaff while assisting the Flagstaff Police Department back in February. The bill now includes law enforcement pilots as well as state correctional officers and Arizona National Guard members on active state duty as classified first responders.
Community Assistance Teams of Flagstaff, or CATS, has been providing for the community.
Their goal is to assist the unsheltered and unemployed around the city. Oliver Jones has more.
Community Assistance Teams of Flagstaff have been helping the unemployed and unhoused for up to 4.5 years now. Together with the Flagstaff Family Food Centre, they provide warm food and hygiene for those who need it.
Along with this, they have programmes like Cats on Wheels, that provides unsheltered bikes as transportation for people at work, or PAWS, which provides employment for those who need a form of income. The organisation follows the Dene word of ki, or kinship, which values seeing the unsheltered as relatives to respect their full humanity. With this, they try to grow a personal relationship and connection with everyone that comes to them. Co-founder and board of chair of CAT, Daryl Marks, worked with the Indigenous Circle of Flagstaff before co-founding CAT, where he saw a gap in the services that were being provided to the unsheltered communities in and around Flagstaff.
Finding our way to fill in the gaps, meet folks in the middle, and just do the work so that our unsheltered are, one, treated as human beings, respected as relatives, honored in all of their knowledge and experience, and then given them the opportunity to be able to share their contributions with the rest of our society and our community here in Flagstaff.
Along with Marks, Executive Director of CATS, Pam Jensen, has said she's been working with the organisation for around 3 years. She said that she gets to know the people that come to them to help create a personal connection to those in need.
I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother, I'm a sister, and I'm an auntie. And being Navajo, that's important to me that we take time to take care of our responsible parts. My biggest part is just to advocate, to provide resources, to really just help folks that are in that struggle to find the help if that's what they're seeking.
Another side of CATS is their work with data collection to see what demographics they serve and use this data to get grants and funding for CATS. Public health intern Daphne Perez said that she's been seeing an increase in the new people that are needing help from the programme, and that their location at the Flagstaff Family Food Centre is intentional so that they can provide to as many people in the community as possible.
Comparing this site versus like our downtown services, we get a lot more people here at the Family Food Kitchen. We get people that kind of never knew about us, that are just stopping by and making it across the country or something like that, and they get their services with us here, and we're like able to be a point of contact for them.
Mark said that they are always taking in volunteers to help with product distribution or with the showers. The organisation are always wanting to find a way to meet people where they're able to provide those resources to them.
We're constantly talking to people, and we want people to come participate in it. One of our main elements of what CATS is all about is about our relationship, our kinship to one another. And you might not have to be Navajo to be able to participate in that. You just have to be human. We're all on this planet. We all got to learn to take care of each other and take care of ourselves. And so we get to do that when we volunteer and participate.
Oliver Jones, NAZ Today.
The vice president of ASNAU was impeached. Brooklyn Clayton has allegations against her for misconduct. On April 16th, there was a meeting held that covered the supposed misconduct which caused the violations. On April 17th, Clayton appealed this decision. A Supreme Court formed, then reviewed evidence against Clayton. The decision was finalized for the impeachment.
There will be special election to identify the 2026 to 2027 ASNAU president. If you are interested in running, submit a declaration no later than Friday, April 24th at 8 a.m. to asnaupresident@nau.edu. The elections will be held on May 1st, 2026.
A missing northern Arizona hiker has been found alive after he went missing on a solo hiking trip. Mark Eric Young was found after going missing in the Bloody Basin area off of Interstate 17. The area is about 60 miles north of Phoenix in Yavapai County. He was found about 6 miles from where his car was. Young was airlifted to a nearby hospital. He was found dehydrated but alert and is expected to make a full recovery.
The Northern Arizona Merchandising Association, also known as NAMA, hosted their annual fashion show displaying the further meaning behind the clothes you wear.
The Northern Arizona Merchandising Association, also known as NAMA, hosted their annual fashion show displaying the further meaning behind the clothes you wear.
What happens when the fashion trend's gone? What do we do when the fashion trend's gone? Fashion is political. Like, everything you wear is political.
The clothes you see have a purpose and meaning behind them. They aren't just your typical day-to-day clothes.
The core mission of this fashion show is to bring awareness to the problem of the 1% and mostly about the political climate of our government right now and how it impacts us through clothing, through pollution, through AI, and how we can fight against it.
While the goal of the show is to send a message, it also serves as a platform for people to express their creativity.
We provided different mediums people could express themselves: photography, art, fashion, design, hair, makeup. So I feel like that really reflects our values.
They use stuff that you see in real life to inspire their outfits.
So that's where you saw like the oil spill look, that's where you saw like the flock camera inspired look from the surveillance camera eye. So like things of that nature. We drew a lot from real life.
There are many behind the scenes pieces that go into its making.
The way that we produced it is very similar to like a professional level. We have like an operations team, stage managing, we have people that manage the clothes. So it really is like this collective, collaborative process, and it like genuinely took us like months to like prepare for this.
Despite the months of planning, the rewards of the show are well worth it.
I think my favorite part is letting it all come together. It was just so cool, like seeing everyone come back from like getting their outfits, getting their hair, and it's just like you're just seeing like the pieces come together. I don't know, it's so cool.
Through fashion, this show allows students to send a message while giving them a platform to express creativity. Jadlyn Narito, NAZ Today.
The historic David Babbitt House has been demolished. Babbitt's family established a major trading company in 1889. As of early 2026, demolition was on pause due to local activists pushing for preservation. Tuesday morning, the structure came crashing down. It only took a few hours for the house to be taken apart and brought to the city's landfill, leaving the $6.3 million lot empty.
Box Lunch is coming to fill some space in the Flagstaff Mall. Box Lunch carries merchandise like collectibles, accessory, and apparel from different shows and movies in pop culture. The retail store has been under construction since March and is supposed to open this summer. The store will be located between Spencer's and Artists Coalition of Flagstaff.
Coming up, Flagstaff celebrated Dark Sky Week. Stay with us.
An extreme wind advisory was issued this morning and is expected to last throughout the evening. Make sure to take some extra precaution heading outside tonight. I'll have more weather for you after the break.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? I'm high. Oh.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
Flagstaff celebrated International Dark Sky Week, and where better to celebrate it than the world's first and largest international dark sky city.
That's right. Just this last week, Flagstaff celebrated in downtown with plenty of activities to enjoy under the night sky.
Starlight in the Square celebrated International Dark Sky Week.
This is really just the opener for a whole year of celebration.
Flagstaff has been protecting the sky since 1958. Protecting the night sky over the years has become a strong shared community value.
So the Flagstaff Dark Skies Coalition was founded in 2000. In the first year, proposed the creation of the International Dark Sky City program. Turned around and nominated Flagstaff to be the first one. And it was an obvious choice.
The event was held at Heritage Square and had live music, guided stargazing, and local vendors to purchase from. Flagstaff will celebrate its 25th anniversary of being the first international dark sky city in October. If you missed Starlight in the Square, there are multiple events over the summer to attend to.
From now all the way through October, we're celebrating dark skies in a big way.
More information is available at flagstaffarizona.org. Reporting, Autumn O'Connell, NAZ Today.
This week's Pet of the Week is 5-year-old Apollo, an active Husky Shepherd mix who is looking for his next home. Staff says he came in with another dog named Kaya who has since been adopted, and now Apollo is hoping it's his turn. Whether it's a walk, a run, or a long hike, Apollo is always up for more and never seems to run out of steam. Once he's outside the kennel, Apollo opens up and shows off his playful, adventurous side. He's an energetic, joyful dog who's ready to bring that excitement into a new home. If you would like to adopt Apollo or donate to Coconino County Humane, visit coconinohumane.org.
guy comes up to bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 homers. First pitch is fouled between the back.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. Well, with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savebythescan.org.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving. I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Good evening and welcome back to NAZ Today. My name is Riley Kickbush and I'll be your weather forecaster for the evening. Currently in Flagstaff, it is 62 degrees with partially clear skies. And like I said earlier, we are experiencing some pretty heavy winds heading in from the southwest with gusts up to 44 miles per hour. The rest of Arizona is seeing relatively normal springtime temperatures with Winslow at 69 degrees, Taylor at 66, and Payson at 64 degrees. Now the rest of Arizona is getting ready for summer with some relatively warm temperatures down in the valley, with Phoenix at 86, Yuma at 83, and Tucson at 84. But as we know, these temperatures are going to be expected to rise here in the next few weeks. Over the last 12 hours, we have seen minimal cloud coverage right here in Flagstaff, but some surrounding the upper portion of the state. Tomorrow, we are hopefully going to get a break from all that wind today with some sunny skies. At 6 a.m., it is going to be 32 degrees. Now we're only going to get up to 63 degrees at 3 p.m., but hopefully those sunny skies will help things feel a little bit warmer. Over the next few days, we are going to be seeing some warm temperatures on Thursday and Friday, but going into the weekend, we are going to dip back down into the 50s, with Saturday a high of 58 and a chance of rain, and Sunday a high of 52 with more wind. Now that's all the weather I have for you right now. Stay tuned after our break for more.
Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
One scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
I'm relying on luck, but who knows if it'll be on my side.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when. Take control. 1. Assess your needs. 2. Make a plan. 3. Engage your support network. Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Welcome back to NAZ Today. My name is Giselle Contreras, and I will be your sports reporter for this evening. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's jump right into it. The Fiesta Sports Foundation launched its first ever National Flag Football Classic, reaching a significant milestone for women collegiate sports. 8 teams competed at Arizona State, but only one team went home a champion. The top-seeded UCF Knights didn't just win, they dominated every inch of the field and both sides of the ball against the Florida Gators, controlling the game from the beginning and never looking back, and by the end of it, it all showed with a blowout score of 19-7, marking history in a new era with the UCF Knights being the first Flag Football Classic champions. And with the support of the Fiesta Sports Foundation, flag football is gaining serious momentum at the collegiate level. What was once a developing sport is now seeing increased visibility, stronger competition, and growing investment. Events like this are not only elevating the game, but also creating new opportunities for athletes across the country. With flag football on the rise, it's positioned to take off even bigger in the upcoming years.
Women's flag football is exploding across the country, opening doors that didn't exist just a few years ago. More than 2.5 million athletes are now competing nationwide.
There's so much out there for girls, and especially coming from Florida where it's very driven. I feel like flag football is very well known in Florida. It's super cool to see where it's come. I never thought in 7th grade, 5th grade when I started playing that this is where I'd be today, and that's something super unique and super cool, and I'm so excited to see where the sport goes.
The NCAA has recognized flag football as an emerging sport with nearly 60 programs at the Division I level. Alabama State University, the first to offer scholarships, is leading the charge. For some athletes, the evolution of the game is something they've watched unfold from the very beginning.
I mean, it's incredible. When I first started in 7th grade, there wasn't these little youth leagues or travel teams that these little kids, I see 6-year-olds playing right now. It's truly incredible. And now that it's being announced in the NCAA as a D1 sport and it being in the Olympics, it's truly see how we've started from it just being in a middle school level to a whole new level now.
And the push for their growth isn't just happening at the local and collegiate levels. It's being amplified on the biggest stage in football. The National Football League went all in on girls flag football, using Super Bowl week as a national spotlight for the sport's future. Flag football will also take the global stage at the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles, marking the sport's Olympic debut. And for those leading the game at the collegiate level, the message is clear: the sport is ready for more.
Yeah, I think it's the first big stepping stone for flag becoming a professional sport. For boys and girls to just see us playing on a national level, I think it's really inspiring.
Events like the Fiesta Bowl Flag Football Classic are helping make sure athletes are ready for that moment.
I hope that it is an inspiration. I certainly think about young female athletes that love the sport of football and get to see it at this level and think, hey, I can do that too. With it, coming off as an Olympic sport and just the trajectory of women's flag as a whole, it's just incredible. And so for us, we want to elevate that. We want to enhance that. We want to bring the power of our brand to it to say, hey, this is the real deal.
Events like the National Flag Football Classic, that momentum is expected to continue to expand in the years ahead.
I am certainly excited to see where this sport takes off and how it will look in the future. In other news, NAU men's tennis came to a close, and last week, seniors took on the court one last time. Sports reporter Diego Cortez Torres has more.
NAU men's tennis had their last regular season match on Sunday against Idaho, in which they won 7-0, capping off the regular season on a 9-game winning streak. That wasn't the only big thing that happened, as it was senior day for the sole senior, Takumi Katsuda. Katsuda explains his thoughts about the match while it being senior day.
Yeah, obviously I wasn't even crying, but like sometimes like I'm feeling like my senior day. Everyone's came to watch me. Everyone came to say something like Takumi, like good to see. That was very good. So everyone was supporting me. So yeah, that was really especially we won 7-0. So that was a pretty good day. Yeah.
Head coach Maciek Bogusz voices his admiration and respect for Katsuda as a great person as well as a reliable tennis player.
He's such a solid guy that you can always rely on. Practice is really good. Always brings it no matter he proved it today. He lost the first set 6-1 and then had a great comeback win. So really proud of him and excited for what's next for his career.
NAU men's tennis now heads to Phoenix for the Big Sky tournament with the #1 seed, where they hope to secure the tournament championship. Diego Cortez Torres, NAZ Sports.
NAU basketball has announced that head coach Shane Burkar will return to the basketball team for another season. This decision follows after an addendum in his contract, which has originally been set to conclude his tenure in 2024. Burkar, who is set to enter his 8th season at the Elm, holds an overall record of 85-1 and 133 with the Lumberjacks. Unfortunately, that's all the sports we have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Giselle Contreras. Stay tuned for your weather recap with Kylie Kickbush after the break.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Again, looking ahead at Thursday and Friday, we're going to be seeing a few sunny days before we dip back down into the 50s on Saturday and Sunday. On Sunday, we're going to have even more wind just like today. So how are you guys feeling about all this windy weather today?
It doesn't feel very nice.
Yeah, personally, I'm not much of a fan of it either. It gets annoying as I kind of walk around the city a lot.
One thing I'll say is it has definitely been keeping me up at night.
Mm-hmm. My hair is all over the place when I was walking to class today.
Yeah, we can definitely feel it. That's all the news we have for you today. Make sure you tune in next week for the senior show and last show of the semester, and stay up to date on our socials. Have a good night.